I'm working on my farmer gnome today. I drew a pattern for the overalls I want him to wear, and I'm just cutting that out. And then I'll use it on some jean material. I'm going to worry about the straps of the overalls later. This is just the bodice piece. So my jean material is just some jeans I had thrifted and folded it in half here so that I'll get two pieces of the overalls, front and back. I'm just making sure there that, I'm got it folded so I can get the complete pattern. And I'm just going to pin that down. I decided not to speed up my crafting video this time. I have had a couple requests about going or not doing that. I will leave it this speed and then you can fast forward through if you would like. So I've got that all pinned up here and just gonna cut it out, of course, and I'll cut the folded seam as well, and then I'll have my two separate pieces, front and back. Okay, so we have our two pieces and we're going to put those right sides together. There we go, just like as if we were going to sew, and which we could. I may sew my next one. So this here seam in the jeans there, I'm just hoping I'll make that like the waist of the overalls. We'll see how that works out once we get them going. So I'm just going to glue up the edge, outer edge, right at the edge, a small bead of glue, and press those together. I love my little silicone finger protectors, although I often find I won't use my finger except for gluing. I'll have them stuck up with the protectors on them. I'm just going to glue the outside edge right up to the waist. And checking the seam, it's coming along, looks good. I see I have one leg here a little wider than the other. I guess my pattern wasn't that great. I'll just fix that up later. Just making sure I have a nice good seal on that seam. And I'll let it dry again for a bit before we turn them inside or right side out. So before I do these inside seams, I'm just going to make sure that they will be wide enough to go over the boots that I made previously. I'll put a link here to the boot video, and I'll also add it in the description. Yeah, so it seems like they will fit over there, over the boots fine. And so I'll proceed and glue up that inner seam. Just going to give it another, like a half an inch higher there in the inseam, because I'll take that up again with the glue. Gets a little difficult in the right in the crotch area, and I just want to make sure I don't take up any more of the overalls than necessary, just a small glue seam. I should make things like an inch wider than what I need them and trim it later. I will try to remember that for the next gnome. That's what crafting is, right? Learning as you go. So while the overalls are drying, I am going to work on the legs. I like to work from the feet up when I make my gnomes, I've noticed. So I'm just going to wrap some batten around the leg sticks, which were bamboo straws I had used. So, and I want to make sure I get it, a good thickness, so I have a nice plump gnome leg to put in my jeans, but not to be any thicker than the boot, of course. And we want the jeans overalls to fit over everything. So it's all right that it's a little tall at the top there. That'll all go for making the body part. There, now that's one leg. Now we'll make the other. And I'm just going to wrap it and just use my judgment to get it the same thickness as the other. Okay, now we have two padded legs. We can carry on from there. So I had to open that one up some at the bottom there. It was a little snug to get everything. We'll try this one. It's a struggle, but I'm getting it. Like I said, next time I think I'll leave everything a lot wider and then trim it up once I've got and shove it in there sometime, just to make that leg look a little wider up there, because it seems to be. Must be that in there or something. So I'll just put another layer there. And it's all right if they wrinkle there, that's very natural. So let's fix this pant leg. Okay, for our body, I'm just going to put a piece of cardboard here. It's just packaging cardboard over top of the legs. And from there, well, let's check our arms first and then we'll carry on. So for arms, I thought I'll just use these pipe cleaners. I'm just going to double them up to give them a little sturdiness. And just twist them up, and I'm folding them over at the hand spot. So just put them under the cardboard, and I am going to glue them there when I have them good position. I want the hands to stop about the thigh area. Get those glued, and then I'm just going to also glue the legs themselves to the cardboard, or the top of the legs to the cardboard. Now I will wrap some batten around the outside of that for a softer padded body. Just fitting it around the arms there. Let's pull these overalls up. See how we're looking so far. Little adjustments here. Then let's add some more batten in front for the belly, and then in the back as well for the bum. Now I'm just going to add a little more in the body here, and then wrap a little around the chest area to fill it out some. That's better. Now let's wrap those pipe cleaner arms. These arms will be actually flexible, bendable into a position I want for holding the items I make to go along with them. So I'm just going to put that batten around and make them both a similar thickness. Now I'm going to work on covering his top half with a shirt. So I got this smaller plaid material for Grandpa Farmer's shirt. And let's see, I think I'll do his arms and then I'll do the body. So I've just got a couple smaller rectangles cut here, and just don't want it to be too tight. Just gonna put one wrapped under, and then this one, I'm gonna fold that under. And I'm gonna pin that there. And then up here, it's going to go a little wider, of course, because our arm gets bigger at the shoulder. And pin that there. So I'm going to glue that right at the top there first, so it doesn't get moving around and slip off, and then doing the bottom. Okay, back up because I don't want the shoulders puckered down. And then do the sleeve. Now, if it's not actually, just put that. There's probably lots of ways that you could attach this. You could even just glue the shirt and put it on. Just making it up as I go along. Doesn't have to look perfect, but I don't want it to look messy. So there you looks nice when he's done. Okay, these were equal size squares here. Do we have one arm longer than the other? Or rectangles, right? Okay. So that wrapped. And then this here is going to fold over. And out here, yes, we want it about the same looseness as the other. And again, we go a little wider at the underarm than at the wrist. So yeah. It's good, right on there. Oh, I meant to clip that. Instead, I'm gluing. Oh. Okay, let's, oops, sorry. Take a look at the top of him here. That one I had glued down first. See? But we'll get it glued down now. Pull it out, pull it out. Fixing up his bomb here. And now, looks like his shoulders. Wow, it's got a little trouble there. Let's there we go. Okay, buddy. Now we are going to add the bodice part of the shirt. And those pants down. Make sure we get plenty to tuck front and back. Oh, I'll need back. Okay, just enough there. Just gonna give these sides a clip so they don't go moving around. This. Okay. Fold that under. Go. And I'm gonna clip that right under the arm there. That'll let that go. We'll straighten this up some. There we go. And we'll do the same to the other side. Fold that under. And here. Clip that underneath. Make sure enough. There we go. So let's see here. Will be good. And we'll put all straps. Finish off those hands with a cuff. All right, let's glue her down. Just putting some glue in underneath the fold there. There, we got the whole way around the arm, shoulder done. I'm going to go do that other side, other shoulder. Start and just sticking the nozzle right underneath the fold and giving it a bit of glue. Same thing, just underneath the fold. Try not to press too hard because I don't want to make it all stuck down with the batten. Okay, now that the shoulders are done, let's start doing right underneath here. I'm just going to take the clips on one side and I'm going to fold them so that they are coming together just loose. I'm not going to take up all the extra my folds. So I don't have a lot extra anyway, but I'm not going to take it all up, so I'm going to just clip that once it's folded, and that'll help the fold down further. I'm just going to put some glue in the middle under the fold and let that sit. Now I'm going to do the bottom. It doesn't matter that the material's a little longer in the back. It's all going to be tucked into the jeans. You won't even see that. Okay, and now the underarm fold. We're a little close to the edge on that one. Here we go. I'll just wipe up the excess after. Quite messy. I'm going to leave that. I'll come back to that later and I'll be able to get that dried glue off of there. Keep my seam. So now we're going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to take those out and fold this. Actually, got a little narrower there. Piece. Fold over. And this one, I'm going to have to actually not fold over very much down there. And give that a pin. And let's follow that up. Right there, and I'm just going to hold that and get it glued. Since it's such a little edge, and I don't want to have to try to make it again. Again, that's probably going to be under the jeans, we'll see, but anyway. And now the underarm seam. There we go. One last seam right here. Okay, we're going to pull up those pants now. Tuck in that shirt. Glue strings. That all comes in threads. They all come with the final tidy up. Trimming those up. Okay. Get him tucked in over here. So we can do our jeans up a little more over there when we get to it. For now, I'm just trying to get this. Everything looking good in his backside. Yeah, there we go. Give him a little more, less square. There. So next we will finish off that clothing. I'm gonna add some cuffs and some straps on some overalls, pocket, and maybe a patch on the jeans. Work on that, and then we'll move on to the head and hands and beard. I hope you'll follow along. There's lots to come. We're going to finish him off with his crocheted hat and a basket full of vegetables, which hopefully have. My husband's very good at making little miniature things, so we'll see what we come up with for vegetables, and probably a hoe to go with the old guy.